Hey guys, Frosty here and welcome. So today's video is about character creation. It's only a quick video and it was asked by one of my subscribers, Jack. Okay, now if you want to see me do a video, guys, or if there was anything you would like me to see, and if I'm able to do it, just let me know in the comments down below, and I really do not mind doing these things for you. Okay, this is what I want to do. Make you guys happy, and if it's something you want to see, just let me know. So today I'm going to be going over character creation. Now, for any of you hardcore Bannerlord gamers out there, obviously you're not going to really need this, I suppose, but you never know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over what I usually go for and what I think is the most important in character creation, and I think that everyone really should do. Okay, so let's begin. So first things first, everyone thinks it right there. What character I'm going to be? Am I going to be a one-handed, two-handed, polearm, bow, crossbow, or whatever? It doesn't really matter what you're going to be going, because you're not going to be concentrating on your fighting skills at this point. You need to put every one of your skills into social and intelligent. All this will come in game. All your vigor, control, endurance, this will all come in game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you what I usually set up with, and I'm just going to go over the character that I usually go with. So my usual character is, I usually use a polearm, a bow, and riding. So first thing I'm going to do is pick urban merchants. So if there's anything on these that can add into social intelligence, to use them. Don't worry about your fighting. Second one, your way with people. See, it adds into charm and leadership. Third one, I'm going to put caring for horses. Now, yeah, this puts one into riding, which is good, but it also puts one into Stuart, which is really good. You're going for the point into Stuart. You're not too bothered. That's just a bonus that is in riding, that I'm going to be on a horse. Stuart is what you want. The next one now is this basically, which is where you can put points in to your melee skill tree, okay? Because there's none for social or intelligent. So this is where, say, right then, you want to be a cavalryman. Just put trained as cavalry. Stood guard at the garrison. You want to be a crossbow. Rode with the scouts, which I'm going to go for, because obviously, as I said at the beginning, mine's going to be polearm, bow, and riding. Or if you want to go one hand, train with the infantry. If you're not even worried about riding, train with the infantry. You get my point, guys, okay? This is the opportunity you get to put one skill point into whatever you need. So, but for my purpose, I'm going to be putting Rode with the Scouts. Because as I said, my main character is going to be riding with a bow and polearm. The next one I'm going to put is you treated people well. That puts another one into Stuart and another one into charm. Now, I will go over why these are important at the end of the video, guys, okay? And why you shouldn't even really worry about putting them into your fighting skills. Next then is, well, you can decide, right? Now, as I got 2 points in riding, 1 point in bow, okay? I'm going to put the other one, I drove them off with arrows. So at least now, I'll have 2 in bow, 2 in riding. Now, I know I said I'm going to have a polearm, but that's absolutely fine, because that's all I'm going to do is buy a polearm in-game and start using a polearm when I'm on a horse. If you want to be on if you want a horse, if you want to be riding, bow, and you want two-handed on it, just pick up a two-handed weapon and start using a two-handed weapon when you're on the back of a horse. That's how you get the skills up. Now, these skills are easy to obtain. These can be a blimmin' pain. So that's why you need to put as many points into these early on. These are free points. Use them wisely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go onto the campaign map, and I'm going to show you guys why these are important. I'm going to go through a few of the perks in intelligent and social and show you why that is. Right then, guys, so now we're in the skills tree, and I'm going to show you why it's important you should be concentrating on these skills early on and not worry about your fighting skills. Now, before we get on to the social intelligence and we walk through that, I'll go through the fighting skills. Now, you're going to pick up the fighting skills as you go along, okay? Now, depending on what weapon you want to use. Now, if you don't worry about riding a horse, you're just going to be on foot with a shield, etc. Every time you fight bandits, all this and all that, you're using that one-handed, etc. It's gonna rise. And then if in time you get bored of that, you want to do two-handed, pick up a two-handed sword and do exactly the same. That's how easy it is. I mean, one of the good ways to up your skills is tournaments. You know, if you go up into Britannian land or Sturgian land, majority of the tournaments up there, there's two-handed weapons. Just go up there, bang a two-handed sword and start smashing people up with two-handed swords. Job done. But why you put them into social intelligence early on, I'll go over a couple of little things that I've learned over my time playing this. Now, the first thing I do after beginning of every campaign is I'll start trading. And the reason I'll start trading is I want to get to points 125. And the reason I want to get to point 125 is because of this perk bell. I won't go no further than this. You can if you want, but I think, in my personal opinion, there's more important points to be put into Stuart and stuff like that. So, Artisan Community. So this attribute point buyer gives you 1 renowned per day for every shop you own. So if you own 5 shops, you get 5 renowned a day for doing nothing. You haven't got to worry about it, okay? The same with all these, okay? You go up with trade, depending on where you are. I'd say shops, but that's up to you. You obviously concentrate on the shops. Right. Charm, obviously you want to go up, like for instance we got Icebreaker buyer. You want to gain relations with lords, okay? One of my playthroughs, I've got over 1 million in it. I got loads of money. There's no option. The one thing I never done was sort out my relationship with lords, and that means it's hard to get people to join your faction, so I'm relying on mercenary, which costs a fortune to up people. Lucky I got enough money to do it, but if you're not in that situation where you got plenty of money, then you're gonna be pretty stuck. And finally, Stuart. Okay, now in my opinion, this is one of the most important, if not the most important, attribute point skill tree in the game. Now, I'll put as many points as I possibly can into this early on, and the reason being is because it gives you a lot of debuffs. Buffs, sorry. Okay, so first one you want to go for, in my opinion, is Spartan. I see a lot of people go for frugal. Don't bother with the less wages. Food is more important. Now, if you want to raise this relatively quick, that's all you've got to do is at the beginning of the campaign, always make sure you've got 4 different types of food in your inventory that your army is eating. That will automatically raise this, and then that's all you got to do is 4 different types of food. That's it. As easy as that. Keep 4 different types of food in your inventory, and jobs are good one. But as you can see, by our party consumes 10% less food. You go on to the other end, drill sergeants. All troops gain 2+2 daily XP. You know, which is important to a player, because when you start your own kingdom, if you haven't got loads of lords there or mercenaries or whatever have you, you're gonna need a strong army. If you've got a strong army of 500, you will be able to take out an army of 1,000, regardless of what level you're playing on. If your troops are strong, you're going to have a better. And this skill is a must do. And then you've got buyer, then stiff upper lip. You know, reduces food consumption while in an army by 10%. So not just with that party consumes 10% less food in your party. If you're running an army, there's another 10% for this. That's 20% less food consumption. Okay? So then you got then, you know, paid in promise, companion wages are, recruitment fees are reduced by 25%. Okay? Or you can have that one. Troops' wages are decreased by 25% while in an army. You get what I mean? This is stuff. Stuart is going to make your army pretty much Obviously you've got to pay for it, but it's going to dramatically drop everything you're paying towards it. And with the one renowned a day Artisan Community, and with your charm and with your leadership, if you go raise the meek in leadership, 4 XP day to tier 1, tier 2 troops. So what I like to do is when I get my first settlement, I'll put every one of my trained soldiers as garrisons in that settlement. Then I'll go out there and I will recruit loads of recruits. And with this raise the meek by 4% XP per day, they will increase quite fast. And before you know it, you will have another full army of experienced troops. So if for some bad reason you do get smashed up by the enemy, you can always go back to your garrison, pick up another full load of experienced troops, and you've got your experienced troop on call, if you get what I mean. So, and charm is the same. You need to go through this, guys. You got 20% of the more renown from battles. With the extra renown a day from Artisan Community, with this, okay, 20% more renown from battles, your clan tier is going to go up pretty quick. You know, and then you've got this end, 20% chance to avoid, you know what I mean? So it does help everything. This is why it's important for you to do social and intelligent. The more you fight, these will go up anyway. You will get your skills in athletics just from running around the map. You get your skills from riding just from running around the map. Okay? So I hope this has given you a bit better insight to those people out there who get a little confused with it, which I did as well. You mean a lot of what I know is from playing, but it's from taking advice off other people as well, watching how other people play. So, you know, it can be quite overwhelming, especially if you're a new player to the game. But like I said, it is there. And if you'd like to see how I play my games, guys, I've got a walkthrough, which will be at the end of this video now. I got a walkthrough. It's 3 videos. I have 3 or 4 videos what I do from start to finish until I become a mercenary or a vassal, and it explains everything. I go through all the skill tree, what I do, etc. So if you want to follow that, that's entirely up to you, okay? So I hope this has helped, guys. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and as always, keep it frosty.